Hi Virgo and Virgo rising friends, soundofbeforeyourshoe.com. We're here today to do your monthly tarot and oracle card reading for October of 2021. Thank you for being here. You guys fell middle of the road in the competition for the most liked video, so make sure you hit those likes so that I can record your video first for the month of November. Got good news here, Virgo. Prosperity begins in the first house. This is you planting the seed for what you want to harvest in the future. This could be an investment idea. This could be moving your investments around for a bigger profit later. This could be a small business idea, a side gig. This is more money down the road. And on top of it, you have the Merlin that talks about alchemy and magic. What? This is amazing. So whatever you're doing here in this first house at the beginning of October,
it has magical blessings bestowed upon it. That is incredible. Good for you. Your second house is authority. Okay, the Emperor card, this is in relation to your money and your stuff. The Emperor is typically an alpha male. This could be a husband, a boyfriend. If it's a female, it's a strong female. For some of you, this is going to be your investment advisor. For others of you, this is going to be actually someone who's in control and in charge of your purse strings, or someone who you share joint money and accounts with. So this simply says that this person is present here in your life and in control of, at least partly in control of your money, Virgo. You know, just keep an eye on things. Make sure things are going in your favor and that you are not being railroaded into doing something that you don't want to do, or that your gut, because the Virgo is ruled by the solar plexus, which is your gut, folks, that your gut is telling you to do. You must pay attention and follow your divine guidance here. Even if that means triumphing over the alpha male, don't have any Virgo guilt about it. It's your money. It's your life. It's your stuff. You are the boss. What's our advice card? The Butterfly. Beauty. Okay, so I feel like this has to do with the fourth house. We're going to talk about this more in a minute, but you guys definitely have a major element of manifestation in these cards in this reading in October. So it's important to keep your vibration high. If you feel it start to go negative, go take a sea salt bath. Remove yourself from the situation, or go try to take a nap, or go try to take a walk and get yourself in nature, in beauty, lifting that vibration and dispelling the negativity. It's going to be very important to keep it high this month because of this magical energy that surrounds you for manifesting. Okay, so third house rules siblings, brother, sister, anyone that you would consider a sibling. This is the Nine of Cups in traditional tarot. It says that your sibling is getting what they want and they're getting their wish. Now, I never ever read this card like this. Maybe once. I have like some vague recollection a long time ago in a one-on-one reading with someone. I'm specifically getting here, be careful what they wish for because they just might get it. And I remember, this is also reminding me of periodically I will have a reading with a client, female, of childbearing years, and she will ask me, when is she going to have a baby? They've been trying and trying and trying, and my answer is the same. Are you sure that's what you really want? Because if that's what you really want, then one is coming to you
regardless of whether or not you conceive and actually bear a child, either through adoption or, I mean, you just never know. So I really feel like this is be careful what you wish for your brother or sister, and you may have to be a reminder of this message. We have the water fairy, which talks about feelings and emotions, and as you can see, I mean, there's a lot of water in this card. The 2 waterfalls plus the water fairy. This could symbolize a lot of tears, but you know, it doesn't have to be unhappy tears. It doesn't have to be sad tears. This could also be happy tears because they're getting exactly what they want and they're over emotional about that. Also, your brother or sister could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or have that significantly somewhere in their chart. Now, this is a major message for the Virgos here in the 4th house. First of all, you have your challenge card here. Power suggests a challenge where you currently live. For some of you, small percentage, this is talking about your father is feeling challenged right now in his life. What do we have as the advice card? Check this out. The Frog, which talks about physically cleaning your home and emotional baggage. But for me, the Frog in the 4th house, particularly with this Power card, is talking about feng shui. The more that you organize and clean your house, Virgo, the more this energy will dissipate and you will feel better. This is reminding me of the Leo King's reading where he says the Virgos start your vacuums. He's so funny, that guy. Okay. If you can tolerate his silliness and his screaming during horoscopes. 5th house, destiny. This is fun. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune card in traditional tarot, and it shows up in your house of social life and fun and networking and dating for those of you single Virgos. For those of you single Virgos that are looking for someone out there, you actually may want to put yourself out there into the spotlight because your luck could be turning around. This is also a signal to say yes to social invitations right now, because there are fortunate things that are about to happen to you. Whoa, and you guys pulled the Love card. The Love card
in this Wisdom of Avalon deck. This is amazing. So single Virgos really need to go for it. This could be a Venus transit in your chart. I know Venus is retrograde right now. I'm not quite sure how long that lasts. I think it's 2 months. You know, some of you may have old lovers returning in October. So you'll have to sort that out if that happens to you. But regardless, this is a good message. This is positive news. Okay, so let's go back to that Alpha Male card just real quick in the 2nd house here. Alpha in the 2nd house. For those of you who do not have the Alpha figure in charge of your investment retirement accounts, or who don't have another partner in the purse holder strings, no joint account, this could be a boss. Obviously, because your boss is in control of your paycheck and how much you get paid, and perhaps raises, etc. Here we have in the workhouse the throat chakra, which means the Virgo needs to speak up for himself or herself this month, okay? You actually pulled the Wealth card in the 6th house. For those of you who have jobs, it is definitely time to ask for a raise. You have been working your ASS off, and you deserve the pay raise that you're going to get. However, if you don't speak up, this goes away, right? Now, for those of you that aren't working, remember the 6th house rules health. So we have here a message to speak up about a health situation or ailment that's bothering you to a professional that can help you. And if you're one of those people and if you've
seen these videos, you know what I'm about to say, who has been to the doctor and they can't figure it out, then alternative doctor time. Specifically biofeedback. Get one that hooks you up on the machine so the computer can diagnose you. It's amazing. You'll never go back the other way again, unless it's surgery that you need. Okay, 7th house, 3rd eye chakra. This is your house of primary relationships and business partnerships, Virgo. 3rd eye chakra. You guys are seeing things and messages that come in the form of pictures and imagery from your guides and your higher self. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. It's real. Those messages are very real. For some of you, keep notes of it. You may actually have to sketch it out. You might not even know what the image is, but you can see the picture. Sketch it out in your notebook, in your journal, and that picture will come back to you later in real life. We have another psychic connection card here, the eagle. Let me see if we have any more. Nope, we sure don't, not in this reading. The eagle talks about spirit, integrity, and your connection to the angelic realm. It is no accident that you pulled the 3rd eye chakra with this. I mean, does this get any more perfect or what, Virgo? And this, of course, this is related to your partnership or a future partnership. So you're getting a heads up on something here. Love it. I mean, I can't make this up. 8th house, house of Scorpio, taxes, contracts, legal matters, and the source of your significant other's income. You pulled 2 fear cards. I've never seen this before. Literally. Fear and fear. This card says trapped in fear, which means you're afraid to make a move. Now, this does rule intimacy. So for those of you who are partnered and you are unhappy in your partnership, but you are afraid to leave, this is speaking directly to you. We don't want fear here, Virgo. Like, you've got to get rid of the feelings first before you actually get rid of the source of the fear. Call on Archangel Michael to help you out right now. Cut the cords between you and all of your fear. This could also be talking about the money that your partner brings in to the relationship. For those of you that have income coming in through that way, that your partner has fear with regard to how he or she is making money and they're afraid to make a move. So that needs to be dealt with too, Virgo. Okay, if you're in that category, in that situation. The 9th house, partnerships and alliances. 9th house rules travel, also rules your school for those of you that are enrolled in school or thinking about taking a class. This is definitely making an agreement, signing some paperwork to do something here. This could mean that you're making an agreement with your family member, relative, to make travel plans to visit them. If so, this is a good thing. Same thing with school or class. It would be a good time to sign up for this. Or some of you may have already signed up for this, and this is just an acknowledgement and an attaboy or an attagirl that you've done that. Now, you have felt restricted in the past. And this restriction, I mean, we all have, right? Those are the times that we're in. But the restriction has held you back to the point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to do this now. I'm ready to just jump in, head first, and see what the future holds. Good for you. 10th house, career. Also rules your mother or mother figure. Sacrifice means there's a lot of hard work for very little reward. Now, your mother may be feeling like this right now. In fact, some of you may have mothers that are having physical challenges at this time where it's very difficult for them to get around mobility-wise. And they may be working in physical therapy, with their physical therapist to try to gain the function back, and they don't feel like they're getting anywhere or it's not enough progress, but they need to keep going. You might feel the same way for others of you in your career, because this is the house of the career. However, this too is another message of don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. You have the Lady of the Lake. This card reminds me of the Queen, except in a higher realm, because she's not on the throne, she's standing up. She has the sword of King Arthur here. This card talks about the truth, the courage, have some self-respect, and of course, Virgo, the responsibility, which you guys are no stranger to, right? But this is like rising above your circumstances here, or if this is your mother, it's rising above her current circumstances and making the miracles manifest before her and you. Pretty cool. I just know there's a lot of, so this card has almost the same picture with the exception of the rainbow. We have clouds, and above the clouds we have the water. A lot of parallels here in these houses. 11th house. Okay, so 11th house rules children. For those of you that don't have children, it's talking about your best friend. This is a financial challenge card. For those of you that have children, your child could be experiencing a financial hardship or something like that in the month of October. They may have had a layoff from work. They may be collecting unemployment. They may get news of certain cutbacks at work where they've had to cut back pay or something like that. Same thing with your best friend. For those of you that do not have children, you could receive word of this. Your child, for those of you that do have children, may actually be calling you to ask for some money to borrow from you. Movement. Okay, things are happening. Changes are taking place very rapidly. So that tells me that although we do have a, hiccup, it's not just a fear, it's an actual wrinkle in the carpet. That it is a fast changing situation and that things are moving rapidly. I would not anticipate that this is going to, that they would be stuck in this for very long, especially if they're a go-getter type of personality. 12th house, emotional loss. So the 12th house card shows up in the future, 3 months from now. Look for this approximately January. Emotional loss says there's something missing in your life and you are going to work hard to fix it. Now, we have the High Priestess here in January, so that tells me that you are extremely close with the divine. You might be getting messages daily in January. The information will start to come very rapidly. So this is important, why you need to keep a notebook about the psychic messages that you're getting. You may already have one. And if so, get it out, dust it off if necessary. Make sure you keep it with you. You have it in your purse or your car or your whatever bag. And you can just grab it with an ink pen and go for it. Thanks so much for being with me here, Virgo. If this has helped you, please share it with your other Virgo friends and tag them. Many blessings, and don't forget to hit the like button.